Hi folks, it's Holly the IT lady here. I was going to show you how to log into Zoom if you get stuck not being able to get in through that link that you do have in your Blackboard shell, and give you a brief tour of Zoom. So what you're going to do first is you're going to go to zoom.us, and this is only if you get stuck outside of that link in Blackboard. The link in Blackboard should launch directly, but I started from here just in case for you. So you would get to this window here at zoom.us, and then you would do this join a meeting. And you'll get this pop-up that's asking for the meeting ID or personal link name. And that meeting ID is the number that you see in Blackboard at the end of the link. So the number for this class, don't guarantee that this is the same number for every single class, but that's the number I have right there. And then you can see that I've already downloaded Zoom, so it's using that application to launch. And once I get into the meeting, now you can see Ken is here waiting for me. And this meeting will allow me to do a few more things. So this is where you're going to be able to see a brief overview of Zoom. One, first of all, gallery view up here in the corner. If I click that, you can see I now get to see everyone that's going to join this in a nice little grid. Speaker view lets whoever is the active speaker come up to the forefront. The next thing that's going to be really important to know how to do is how to mute and unmute yourself. Down here in this lower left-hand corner, you can see this little microphone. And if I click it, then I'm muted and no one can hear me. Keep yourself muted. If you are not speaking actively, it helps so that we don't have echo and background noise. If I unmute now, Ken can hear me again. Exactly. So the other thing you can do is you can mute your video. So if you go to step away from your machine, click on this little video camera, because that will be really helpful in letting someone know that you're away from your desk. You can click it back on. And the other thing is, if you are not hearing something or you are not seeing yourself where you thought, go ahead. I tell people hover over your picture with the mouse, because it's going to bring this little option bar down here and pop it up. And then this arrow next to the microphone, you can open it and you'll see all of the options for a microphone that is attached to your system, and all of the options for a speaker or headset that is attached to your system will pop up. This little thing down here at the bottom that says audio options, if you click that, it will actually bring up a little window that will help walk you through, very similar to your audio setup wizard. So the same thing will apply for your video portion. This little arrow right next to it, give it a click, and it's going to show you any cameras that are available. And again, you can click video settings and it will bring up some options for you to try that out. And that's really where you're going to manage your muting and unmuting and your video muting and unmuting. The other thing that you'll definitely want to know about is how to get some pop-outs on the side of your screen. So for one, you would click the word participants here at the bottom center, and it's going to bring you up a giant thing at the side that's going to show you all the participants in the meeting. Now you can also make this be a pop-out. So if I pop it out, it now makes a separate window I can drag and move anywhere on my screen. Okay? And then I'm going to merge it back to my meeting window just for my own sanity here. But you can see in here you have nice little options like raising your hand, saying yes to things, no to things, asking the instructor to go slower or faster. And then you also have some like, dislike, clapping or applause. You need a short break, a little cup of coffee, and that you're away from your desk. So these are the nice things that they have built in already. And then you can mute yourself right there as well, so that you don't have to try to find in your window. Now you'll notice if you look over my main window, that little option bar that had been up is gone. And the reason it's gone is because it disappears so that you have lots of extra space to be able to see everything going on. All you have to do is hover over this main window with your mouse and it will pop up again. So very easy to manage. After we look at the participants, this share screen you can actually share your screen. Anyone can, and it's how Ken is sharing things out to you. So you can see if you click on that, you can choose what to share and share it back. More on that later for those of you that will be doing presentations. The last thing that's really important for you to know how to do is how to open your chat feature. And if you click on chat, you can see it gives me a small box. Again, same thing, I can pop it out just like I could on the other one. So I can drag it around and put it lots of different places. I'm going to merge it back to the meeting window. And the important part in chat is that this little blue bubble here is going to let you see everyone in the class. Now right now the only person is Ken. So if I wanted to say something directly to Ken, I could click on his name and this little word privately comes up, and then I can type directly to Ken and he can answer directly to me. Otherwise, I put up to everyone and the entire class will see what's going on. Now the thing to remember is that the instructor will still see absolutely everything that gets typed through here because they're the host and it's their job to know what's happening. So the other thing that might be important for you to know, and this is only if you get stuck. So if you get into Zoom and your entire screen is covered and you're not sure where Windows went and you see black backgrounds or people all over the place, an important thing to be able to look for is this little button here in the corner, and this is where you enter or exit full screen. You'll always look in the upper right hand corner for either these 4 little arrows or the word that says exit full screen. And I say that because when we do have a full screen view, for some reason there are small things that we do miss sometimes. So if you get stuck in a full screen, just exit that full screen and some of the tips I've shown you here will apply again. When you're all done with class or you're tired of hearing from Ken, your next option is to leave the meeting. So I will do that now. You guys have a wonderful time. If you have any questions, please email me, holli@alaskachd.org, and I'm going to type it into the chat box here so that you'll be able to see it. Have a wonderful day.